Ooh. Let's see what we have. Ooh. Packages we've been waiting for 8 months. Might just be. Let's bring these bad boys in. Oh! It's heavy. Packages we've been waiting for 8 months. 40 helium rigs finally here, ready to deploy, boys. Woo! So it took over half a year for my Bobcat helium rigs to show up due to the demand and how many people want to get these things. And so to celebrate, I'm going to be giving one away to my subscribers. All right, here's the deal. If you want a free helium rig by the end of the month, all we have to do is get this channel up to 500 subscribers. So go ahead and subscribe, like, and anybody that comments on my videos from this point to the end of the month is going to be eligible for one free helium rig that I'm going to be giving away to you guys. All right, you have to be a subscriber and you do have to leave a comment on my videos, so go ahead and start doing that. And if we reach 500 subscribers by the end of the month, I'm going to be giving one helium rig to you, potentially. So first things first, guys, what the heck is helium and why should you care? Well, I have a video on my channel that you can check out and find out more about helium. I'm not going to go into the nitty gritty, but I really like the helium network for a number of reasons, but most of all because it actually has utility and real companies, real businesses are using the infrastructure for a lot of different reasons. And I'll show you one right now. Actually, I got an email just yesterday from Helium, and they are constantly adding new clients and people that are actually using the network in their businesses. And here's Media Sorcery, Climate Change Solutions, okay? And it says that the client Media Sorcery is now powered by the People's Network. Their IoT solutions are centered on 4 key areas: regenerative agriculture, vegetation management, clean energy, and supply chain transparency. Okay, so this is a working with organizations such as the UN and Everpoint Services to make these initiatives more impactful. Okay, so they are literally using the network that us node operators are creating, the infrastructure that we are creating in their businesses to optimize different things, okay? And, you know, this is a lot more technical than I'm going to get in this video as far as regenerative agriculture and vegetation management, et cetera, but you know, this is a great coin. It has great utility, and there are a lot of people that are actually using it on a day-to-day basis. Okay, and this is happening like every week. You're getting an update of a new company or a new client, new business that is using the Helium network in their infrastructure. Okay, so you know, also looking at the chart. This is just constantly going up and to the right. You do have some dips with the market, as it should and as it will, but at the end of the day, we're sitting 54% below an all-time high, and well above an all-time low at 11 pennies. That would have been very nice to get into helium at 11 pennies, now at 24.88. All right, so that's why I really like this. This is why you should care about the Helium network. And you know, on top of that, there is a lot more going for it. Okay, so if we check it out, where you can get involved in helium is by grabbing these devices, right? I bought 40 of these devices. I'm going to plant them all over the nation, all right? And these things are going to be working for me day in and day out. And I will say that the returns from mining helium have gone down tremendously, okay? I was making multiple coins in a day in some cases. My neighbor was making like $3,000-$4,000 a month mining helium, and that has gone down tremendously. As more people come onto the network, you're going to be compensated less. Okay, so I said, hey, why don't I plant 40 of these devices, have them work for me, and then I can split those returns with people like you or, you know, friends, family, people around my area, and I can basically manage these mining rigs and get compensated. So that was the idea, and now it has come to fruition with 40 units sitting right here. I will start distributing these units, and I'm going to show you guys a little bit of my expectations on how much I hope to at least earn this year with my Helium rigs. Okay, so first of all, let me show you guys what I have earned in the past from my Helium rig. And this is just one rig that I have at my house. As you can see, I've generated about 182 coins from this one rig. Okay, I have gone a little bit above and beyond the standard installation of just putting a basic antenna in the window and plugging it in and linking it up to the internet. I actually had an electrician come over and hook it up on my roof, so I have a nice antenna sitting on top of my roof to kind of speak to more units around, because if you don't know, that's how you're getting compensated when you're running a Helium rig. You are going to be part of this network and you need to talk to other devices. The more devices that you're talking to, this is one of the variables, but the more devices that you can talk to, the more money you can potentially make by running a node on the Helium network. All right, so that's as simple as it is. You buy one of these devices for about $500, $600, and you wait months and months and months because the demand is so high right now. Okay, so like I said, I waited about 6, 7, 8 months for different devices. This set of 40 took about 6+ months in order to get to my door. All right, so this is a long waiting game, and now it is time to deploy these things. So if we just kind of look at average numbers, what I've been able to generate with my device and the daily returns right now, let's go ahead and pull out a calculator real quick and run some numbers. My expectations for my rigs are as follows, guys. So I'm hoping to have 40 rigs deployed, and currently I have 2 rigs deployed. One has been running for quite a while, and one I just got started a couple weeks ago. And cumulatively, I am making approximately 0.3 to 0.4 per day on both of those rigs. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some math here. We have 40 rigs, and because I have 2 running, I'm going to divide that by 2, and I'm generating about 0.3 to 0.4 per day. So let's just go ahead and do 0.3. So this rough math, very, very rough math, because there are so many variables that go into what you're going to return. You know, how many devices are around. If there are no devices around, sorry guys, you're not going to make any money because you need to talk to other devices as mentioned. So if there are 0 devices around, you're not making anything. And if there are too many devices around, that can actually impact you negatively. Let's just say that all of my devices run at the average of about 0.3 or 0.4. I'm going to be generating about 6 coins per day. Okay, and if you just do the math, 365 days in a year, we're talking about having or generating 2,190 coins at that rate every single year. All right, so the current math, as you saw, if we just come over here to HNT and we say 2,200 coins, we're generating approximately $54,736 total. Okay, so this has nothing to do with the split that I'm doing with the partners, with my friends and family, all of these people that I'm going to be linking up with. Okay, so you do need to keep that in mind. My neighbor has an antenna that is probably 30 feet in the air, and he was generating, like I said, $3,000, $4,000 a month with one device. His returns have gone down, but he's still doing very, very well with his rig. Okay, so there is a lot of variables when it comes to how much you're going to return, and you need to look into your specific situation. But there is, $54,000 here. Now, that's at the current rate, and that it was being conservative on the number of coins that we're going to generate because, let's go ahead and say on average, we actually generate 0.4 instead of 0.3, and we have 20 devices. That's 8 times 365. You could generate 29, closer to 3,000. Okay, and what you need to keep in mind is that this number is not static. Okay, price has dropped from an all-time high of $54.88. So if we go ahead and do the math on that, you can start to see how we can generate easily $100,000 from our Helium setup with 40 devices running constantly. So that's kind of the idea, guys. We want to just get about 40 of these units working for us day in and day out to generate over $100,000 on complete autopilot. That is the goal, never guaranteed. None of this is financial advice, by the way. I'm just a dude trying to help you guys make some free crypto and passive incomes. So now if you want to be a little bit less conservative, what you can do is see where we were at with the all-time high. let's say we're going to be generating 2,500 coins a year at the all-time high rate of 54.88. We're talking $137,200 every single year on autopilot. Now, these numbers are extremely, extremely rough. This is going to change on a day-to-day basis. I mean, depending on how much each of my devices returns, depending on the locations and how many units they're talking to. Again, millions of variables. So something to keep in mind. Definitely do your own research before jumping in and buying a rig. That said, I think this has to be one of the greatest return on investments when it comes to crypto passive income that you can find right now. At the end of the day, seeing a Helium at $100 per token, definitely not a crazy thought with where this network is going and where it's growing. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy this content on Helium, a little breakdown and rough estimates on potential numbers. If you want to be added to the giveaway for a free Helium rig, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment on my videos up until the end of the month. And if we hit 500 subscribers on the channel, I'm going to be giving away one Helium rig to you lucky subscribers. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like this video if you did like it, and leave me a comment. You can say whatever you want, ask questions, and I'll be here to support you guys, all right? I appreciate you checking out this video. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next one.